Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make these really cute unicorn cupcakes. Start with a small ball of gum paste and warm it up between your hands and continue to roll it down onto your cutting mat till you've reached a nice thin layer. You want it to be nice and delicate because this is what we're going to be using to make our unicorn ears. Something of this sort. Next, using a circle cutter, the smallest size that you get in the Wilton set of 3. I will leave a link below so you know which ones I'm using. Cut equal pairs of circles out depending on how many unicorn ears you will want to make for the cupcakes. To make your unicorn ears, grab one of the circles and start to pinch the bottom of the circle with your thumb and index finger and continue to pinch it till you've reached like a cute little pointy tip. Shape it with your other hand and do the same thing on the other end of the ear. Now what you have to do is keep one end more pointed than the other just to give it that cute little ear shape. You want to continue to do the same thing with all your other circles. Remember, pinch the bottom, shape it a little bit with your other hand, and slightly pinch the top. To make your unicorn horns, take a piece of gum paste and warm it up in between your hands. Break that piece into 2 equal small circles and continue to warm it up. What you're looking for is a nice pointy top and a slightly fat bottom. And once you've reached a shape that you like, just make sure that you don't have any cracks in between. I had a crack in this one, so I continued to warm it up and reshape it again. Once you're happy with the first shape, continue to do the same thing for the second piece of gum paste you had set aside. Remember, a nice thin top and a fat little bottom. Once you're happy with both your shapes, take a little bit of water and paint the edge of one of the shapes. This water is going to act like a glue to hold both of them together. Then connect both the tips and twist and fold as you go. You want to keep the tip nice and pointy, so you can pinch it together using your thumb and index finger just to make sure that both the shapes come together, and then twist it. And you want to keep it slightly tight, but don't be too firm with your grip, otherwise you're going to squish the little horn together. If you see that a little piece of the gum paste is not stuck together, you can always take some water and continue to fold over and it should stick together. You twist, remember, keep the top pointy and the bottom thick. And make sure that you keep it tight so that it stays together. Then, using your palette knife, just snip off the bottom, and when you do so, you'll see that it comes together really nicely as one uniform shape. Then take a toothpick, insert it into the bottom, and as you push it towards the top, twist and shape it with your hands. You have to be very delicate at this stage because you can spoil the shape. And also the horn will want to come apart, but what you have to do is keep twisting it and reshaping it with your hands. Again, be very gentle. To make exact uniform horns every time, I like to pre-roll my gum paste and measure them so that I have equal sizes for each of the horns. Again, make the same 2 shapes, water, twist, and fold. To make sure you get the same size every single time, I like to take the first unicorn horn that I made and measure it against the new ones that I'm making. That way, when I snip off the edge, every single horn that I make is of uniform size. Take a little bit of buttercream and color it into the colors that you need. Make sure you whip out the air into it so that when you're piping, you don't get any nasty air bubbles. A little trick I like to use to fill my piping bags is taking an empty cup and folding over my piping bag into it. That way I can easily scoop in all my frosting without actually having to get my hands dirty, and I get the exact amount of frosting in that I need. Once you're done, just gently lift the piping bag out of the cup. Squeeze all the frosting down so you get all the air bubbles out, twist, and you're ready to go. Once the unicorn horns had had some time to dry overnight, I used some gold paint to paint them. Once that was dry, I took gold luster dust and dry dusted that on for some extra glimmer and sparkle. To start with, I'm using some pink buttercream frosting and piping some rosettes using the Wilton 1M tip. This will be the start and base of the horns that I will be using as the front of the cupcake. Next, using some green buttercream attached with the Wilton 104 tip, also known as the petal tip, I will be piping some cute little ribbons on the sides of the cupcakes, making sure that the thinner part of the tip is at the top. Then using the Wilton tip number 32 with some yellow buttercream, I will pipe some small stars on the other sides of the cupcakes. Lastly, using Wilton tip number 21 and some purple buttercream, I pipe some small rosettes and stars on the other parts of the cupcake. To fill up the empty spaces, use the rest of your buttercream and continue to pipe any shapes that you like to fill in the gaps. Once you are happy with the way your cupcakes are looking, place them all with the rosettes facing front, and you can insert in your unicorn horns. For the unicorn ears, I also used a little bit of gold paint and dabbed a small dot in between the ears, just to give it a little bit of definition. Place them on delicately and you should have perfect, cute little unicorn cupcakes for you to enjoy. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel.